Do we? I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Ah, why that bears the Gramier seal. Also, we did have to show this. Uncle Valent, is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? My partner? No. My other daddy, Phoenix Wright. Why now? Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy? What? Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. The signature upon the back. Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Ramier. What? Daddy signed this? Might I be supposed to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? Yes, let's continue on to the next episode. Turnabout Succession. Where we learn about the past, and that is the whole truth of this case. Oh, alright, this thing. Forgot about it. Yay, a gunshot. Oh boy. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Right, this was, I don't even know what it's called. Nothing happens by chance, the first case. All is connected. Oh, this is Troop Grampier, right? And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Oh, her! Don't remember her name. I remember you. I don't remember your name, though. I'm sorry. I mean it in the least, will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. The least, rude way possible. Oh, you, KRISTOPH Gavin. Oh boy. Right, October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Right, Anything Agency. Oh, we're in October now, okay. Hey, Apollo, look, on TV, look. Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Whoa, look at that. He's the last Gramier, alright? Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this. Oh, what? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Aw, he has a little journal, Apollo. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. Hey, he can have a journal if he wants, Trucy. And why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lemoire disappeared. That's right, Uncle Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gaviniers concert was. Only 3 more days until the miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troop Gramier is performing for the first time in 7 years. It's gonna be great! I'm so there! You and Daddy are coming too. Legendary Gramiers. If Trucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. I've got tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Nice. Ah, you are here, working hard or hardly working? Phoenix! Hey, how have you been? Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid, though he has been gone a long time. That's funny. How goes it, Trocy? Trocy? Trucy, here, I got a present for you. Okay, you can't just disappear and then reappear with a present, bro. Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Oh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know. Alright, you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you, anyway. Here we go. Huh? With me? Moi? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can't I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. Really? Your whole reason for coming had nothing to do with seeing your daughter? What? Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, yes? The jurist system? That's right. A new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Huh? Maybe? Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. The jurist system, huh? Oh boy. Oh, I remember it, sort of. So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty. Do you know Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. Oh yeah. Okay. They're calling the new system the jurist system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. It's what Grey's Attorney had, which I recently finished. It's actually pretty cool. Some places have it, others don't, obviously. And there'll be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo. He's a lawyer, what do you mean? Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the course a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright, please, no. God, no, do not let him into a hospital. As a doctor, anyway. He was already admitted multiple times as a patient. Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. The perfect team. Mascot, hey! Stop the Apollo abuse. So, what is this secret mission? The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo. What is that supposed to mean? I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurors. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. How is he allowed to do that if he's been disbarred? I wonder. Helping how? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the jurist system simulated court committee. Geez, that was a mouthful. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job. Ouch. I was never that good at piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. Trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Oh, so it's like not an actual case? I thought it was an actual case, though. Maybe my memory is a bit foggy. Well, it obviously is a bit foggy, but anyway. Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. The case is a murder. Um, how? Tell me. How is that simple? That's not simple at all! By simple, did you mean that the defendant is... guilty? Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. Huh? With what? A trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. Exactly. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst case scenario. Heck, you mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial! All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. So he just signed us on to this thing without even asking. It's like, oh, by the way, you're doing this thing. I already put your name on it, you know. It's a real trial under a simulation that you're in charge of. Okay, bye. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Ah, yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Eh? Something that happened last night. Dang. Alright. Hey Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? This! The Trip Premier Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right. The card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse, heaven and earth. So what? What's the 3 whole day? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. You can say hi to Uncle Valent. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. What? If that's not very outgoing, if her personality is not very outgoing, then I want to see her say that she's introverted. Like, I want to know what she considers to be introverted. Right. And I'll go with her. But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless. I don't trust that Samayo. He knows something that he's not telling me. Secret Phoenix. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Ah, Gramier, that reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that Selkat the Gramier seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today? What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. That's funny. And it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Yippee, so it's plastic. I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. I think everyone's giving up. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy? No. What? Huh? Then why give it to her? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. Oh, jeez. An envelope about the Gramiers, huh? I love how secretive he is in this game. It's so funny. It's like a stark contrast to how he's been up until now. Alright, so what case are you going to use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do! I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I? If all goes well, then yes, of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? He's about to say it's me. Well, mine. Committee chair, remember? Dang. Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. See, they're the prime example of why people say never meet your idols. Good. That's better. But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case. Are you kidding me right now? What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo, if I am in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. I don't like how he delivered that. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Do you, though? Alright. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. What? Well, time's a wasting. Alright, so we can either go to the detention center first, or we can go to the Sunshine Coliseum. I think we should go to the to the detention center first. Gosh, I don't know why my brain is like contradicting itself. Alright, let us go to the detention center and speak with our client, who apparently might not speak to us. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Oh my gosh, she's been there the whole time. No. Eek! What, where'd you come from? Rude. Well, anyway, please have a seat. It's so funny. No. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Okay. Yay, Mr. Hat! I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. No! 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 Eek! She passed out! Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Doesn't make that big of a difference here. Hi! Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? Please, that was the worst introduction ever. At least he's trying. And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? Nothing. I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. It's the Phoenix Wright curse. Can we at least get your name? So what's your name? Oh right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know, this is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know, maybe you can tell us what happened? I'm your defense attorney after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Dang. Well, the other day this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. At least she's trying. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. I love how she says that she's not good at creating conversation or whatever she said, and like she's the one doing all the talking here. So I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. Oh, what is that? Look, she's doing her nails. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Oh, excuse me. Could Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. That's actually a really good description. And this is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Mishem. The address is for Drew Studio. Okay. Oh, Drew Studio. Oh, I remember. And you're giving me this card because that's the crime scene. Ooh, that came back to me. Nothing else has, but that came back to me. Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. Ready? You might be here too early too, and that's okay. I'll just go to the studio if that's the case. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo. The place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valent. What about the case? Only a performer laughs like that. The young Miss Trucy. How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Tee, Uncle Valent, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck. Congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles, such as the one I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing, we get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn. Here, on stage, by my hand. Well, that's some great confidence you got there. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramier miracle is back after a 7-year absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Gramier. If that terrible thing hadn't... It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valent Gramier, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant. Would you though? I kind of have a vague memory that you weren't too happy about being an assistant. And with how egotistic you are. I got my eye on you, buddy. Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? Yeah, Apollo, that's what she's been saying this whole freaking time. My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Gramier, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. Guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramier Troupe's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? Ouch. If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land? Why is he speaking like that? I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? Interesting. Totally not a coincidence at all. And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. tell me about these performance rights, sir? Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will. To one person. You mean him? Yes. Miss Trucy, it was your father. Oh. Zach Gramier was the inheritor of the Gramier miracle. Daddy. Yet as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly, 7 years ago. I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct? Oops. In all absoluteness. Those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. Dang. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Oh, okay. Ah! Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Does it pain you to say it, though? Does it really? Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He is declared missing. Permanently. Daddy. Man, that sucks. It sucks because, like, he could still be alive, but they'll never know. And to everyone else, he'll be dead. But interesting that this guy hopped up to do this performance as soon as he was allowed to do so. I'm just saying, he's a little bit sus. Alright, now we move to Drew's studio. Ooh, I love the art. That's so cool. Wow, this looks like a studio. Apollo, it literally says Drew Studio. Like, how much clearer do you need it to be? It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around? With the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's quite an abstract one. Oh, that is so pretty. That one too. Huh? Apollo, look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. Oh yeah, that's true. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Oh. Yeah, good point. That is odd. Okay. All the paintings have a really different style, too. Ah, I thought I might find you two here. Emma, I knew she'd be here. Emma, long time no see. Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, You don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know? Oh boy, yay, poisoning. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackos. Can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. So we can't talk to her at all? What happens if you try? So this, Jim was some kind of artist? Apparently. Oh, so we can't talk to her, okay. So we can't talk to witnesses, I'm guessing? Alright. Apparently did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in this studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he'd put in that letterbox over there. Letters? Do people still write letters? Oh my god, please. Oh my gosh. What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? That's so sad. I actually hate that. I hate that letter writing has died, basically. Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. Did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? I guess. Or maybe he just couldn't understand the way technology works. In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect, please. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? Alright, let's ask about the defendant first. So this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yep, a real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kinda give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Can't I ever get a normal client? Rude! But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So about the poison. It was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Hmm? What do you mean? Not precisely? What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Gosh, I love him. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview? At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Wait, I have a feeling we know the reporter. Or like, I know the reporter. I have a feeling he's familiar. If it's who I think it is. If I'm remembering right. He's quite the kooky character if I'm remembering right. Alright, let's take a look around. I don't know why there wasn't no like conversation piece about like asking who the reporter was, but I guess we'll see later. Alright, so where should we start? I guess we'll start here. this painting. Hey, there's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? I seriously doubt that. You certainly seem pleased by the possibility. Ah, it's so normal. That's hardly something to get mad about. Wait, doesn't it resemble the third painting that's on the stool? Huh? What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. Don't just never mind something you're suspicious about. I'd better get a professional opinion on this. Do we ask Emma? Nope, don't move. Present. I'm just so used to I'm so used to present being at the end. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. Ah, that one? What about it? What about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now, look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on. Hey, they're the same. I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Jeremy-chan was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good. Copying a painting? What for? Probably black market stuff. Mostly that's what that kind of stuff happens. The reason that kind of stuff happens. Why did this not get updated? You don't get information? Come on, give me information. Alright, I'll just continue looking. Let's look at them cups. I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Yes? Did the police already analyze this cup too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup, so the killer was after Jeremy-chan alone. Well, obviously he's the only one that died. Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha, so the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee. Trucy, you sweet soul, that's not something to get excited about. I would hope so. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? On the edge of the mug. That's what she means. You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side after all. Aw, you can tell she wants to tell us, but she can't. Let's take a look at the coffee cup. It's the edge that she means this here. Oops. Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, the stain is probably... better ask Emma. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue, residue on the rim. Eh? Ah, that. Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. Really? Really? Pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from testing spray. Forensic science. I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. Poor girl. So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? The spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison. So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug? That's right, see? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma'd be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. Oh man, flattering Emma? I don't think it actually works. I bet Emma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do, scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just as once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Alright. We don't have anything yet, so let's continue looking around. Let's take a closer look. Why are two of the paintings identical? It certainly is a bit curious. And a whole lot of suspicious. What was the point of that? I have no idea. Okay. Mailbox. That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. Of course. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Misham would put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Poor guy. Eek, Apollo! That's where the body was! That's the spot where Mr. Drew Misham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment, there's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the end. Or maybe he started it a year ago and was procrastinating. I mean, that's also possible. Okay. Let's look to the other side. Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. You could repaint your suit, Apollo. I'd pay to see that. How about the shade of green? That'll be enough of that, thanks. Aw, why not? Oh man. What is all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hadn't used this stuff for years. This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But these cost like 50 bucks at the magic shop. Oh, I don't blame her for trying. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Oh wow, okay, that was targeting the desk, not the containers behind it. Okay, I guess we'll start from the top, and then, because the drawer looks the most suspicious. So this is Drew Misham? And this little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close, a happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Eck! Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Uh-huh, right. Oh, I love their dynamic. Something about the way that figure is posed. I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please, I am a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? It's actually hilarious. Wait, maybe they met Phoenix before and that's modeled after Phoenix? That's just a guess. That would be interesting, and it would explain it. Oh, cute! Look at that tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right, that thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently. It's empty. There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Now, clearly they saw how tiny it was. They bought it anyway, so clearly there must have been something there at like one point. Is this a journal? Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new, he didn't write a single line. Really? You had me going for a while there. How recently did he buy it then if it's empty? That's really weird. Unless, what was in there was ripped out, that's a possibility. Hey Apollo, what's this feather thingy? Is that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific. That's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? That's funny. Hey, don't be rude, okay? She does her research because she's a capable detective. This envelope has been opened and resealed. Oh, I know how to do that. Oh, of course you know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? I wonder how many people actually tried that after playing this. I never did, but I can imagine a lot of people must have. I'm guessing a lot of people know it's a thing anyways. Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. Alright, looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. There it is again. Why would someone open a letter, then seal it again? I'd better hang on to this. Maybe it wasn't their letter to open? Let me look at that. Can we zoom in on what it says before we actually look at it? Okay. Apollo, look! It's been opened once here. You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma, let's ask her! Emma, about this. Oh, that. Yes? Why, that's a bright red envelope. No shiz. Oh, jeez. She sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Oh, that's not suspicious at all. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean you know what's inside the envelope? Sure. I read it after all. Ah, you mean you were the one who ripped this open? Ah, please, I would have steamed it open. But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. About that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray specialized spectralization. Gosh, that went over my head. Something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically it lets you see inside things like envelopes. That's right. You're sharp, Trucy. But it's bits more complicated than that. In practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. What? How can you have something and not be sure how it works? I'm so confused. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Dang, that is loud. Yug! What are you doing? Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair, but it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out. And I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's just get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. Whoa. Set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience. There's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there for me, would you? Ooh, interesting. That's right, that's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something! See? That's how you can read the letters with the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that the paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer. I love how she says she doesn't really understand how it works and yet she's explaining it to us. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. Rubbing? Like going over the image with L while holding A? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's so cool! There, that fixes the image on the screen. Now, turn the dial again, just a little. I love how they let me rub, but they won't let me turn the dial. Good, now you can rub this image to fix it, too. Hey, I get it. We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing. Exactly, not bad. Neat, let's do some more. Oh boy. Oh, okay, and then... Oh, can I spin this now? There we go. And then rubbing. Cool. This is actually so cool. What the heck? Okay. And then more rubbing. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. We can actually see it now. Do I turn it some more? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's print this one out. Why did they, like, not do that layer in the beginning? They had me go back to it. That's weird. Ouch, you lose. At least you know where you stand, eh? Anyway, now you see the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? Alright, ready. Let's do this. So, turning. We got a layer. Then we start rubbing. Turn some more. Got the next layer. Rub. And then the third layer. And then again. Oh, there's something we missed. Okay. Okay, let's print this one out. Cool. Mr. Dreamisham, I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send me a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. Oh. Oh boy. Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Misham's account? His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're going to read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. Here goes with the second page, then. How the heck did she do that? Did she unseal it? Or like, what the heck? I mean, I'm not complaining. Give me the tea. Rub. And rub. This is actually so cool. I've always loved the scientific stuff with Emma. And like Apollo's game really brought out like way more than what we had in the original trilogy. It's so cool. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. That's not suspicious at all. So there's a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Why all the secrecy, though? Exactly. And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Well, we were told that we weren't going to get much information, so... Makes complete sense to me. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. That one? What about it? What about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now look at this one. Third painting. Wait, they're the same. Are we gonna examine it now? Are you here to see Vera Vishem? Yes, that's right. She's in the medical office at the moment. Medical office? Is she okay? She's just lying down. Said she didn't feel so good. I'm sorry, but I can't allow any meetings at the moment. Most annoying client ever. Guess we should come back. Do we? I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Why that bears the Gramier seal. Also, we did have to show this. Uncle Valent? Is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? My partner? No. My other daddy, Phoenix Wright. Why now? Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy? What? Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. The signature upon the back. Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Ramier. What? Daddy signed this? Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? Alright. Dang, that was like a big shock. Wait, did I find something? I presented the mug again. About poison analysis. I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, the solution is used to test for atroquinine. Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown... that's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please. Oh, so that's what we had to do? Just ask about the poison again. Alright. Thanks, game. You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay, let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ag! What are you doing? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? Oh boy. Alright. I knew there had to be more science awaiting us. Let's see. Looking at all this art stuff. Obviously we know what's on the coffee. Okay, nothing here. Let's go over here. Maybe over here. Over here. See, without knowing where exactly I need to spray it, I'm not going to be getting much of a reaction. Because, like, I'm just spraying it everywhere. Spray. Oh, wait a second. It's just me? Oh no, I thought the light thing was like, lighting up blue. Weirdly, I can't find anything. Too bad, no reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know? Let's check it out, just to be sure. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, tiny picture frame, because that seems the most suspicious to me. Wow, look at that. I knew there had to be something about this freaking thing. Eek! A reaction, Apollo! Ah! Where? Where? The inside of that cute little frame. Look! Oh, would you look at that? Nice going, Trissy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Aha, so he actually died trying to reply to the letter. So whoever sent the letter with the stamp is the culprit. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? Oh, sorry, I should probably connect my thoughts. I thought that because the frame was tiny enough to look like it would hold a stamp, and also I think partly my memory coming back to me, but still, it looks tiny enough to hold a stamp, and in that letter it said that they sent a stamp for them to use to write back to them. So there we go. It looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. So Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? Ah, I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face, but what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever. And that night, he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person. It wasn't Valiant Gramier by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valiant Gramier. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. That seems a little big for a card, but okay. So a journalist was here on a story? All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper. His name was Brushel. 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 Help. I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes. Could you tell us more about him? What did he want? You know, I really wish we could just continue the conversation without me having to go to another menu, but whatever. A man by that name called on me just now. Just now? Valiant's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valiant's feet step always forward. That is all. That's all? Very confusing. I had to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet, he had ears only for that incident. That incident? In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Gramier. Uncle Valiant, do you know where the reporter went? I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center? He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. You would tear apart my respectability? I will tear apart him. Oh my gosh. What if we still needed that, dude? Ooh, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Valiant's big magic trick. Is he going to fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic? Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? Somebody is so mad. He must have really not liked that journalist. Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy. Thanks, Uncle Valent. 3 days from tomorrow. Make ready for a miracle. Alright. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valent react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, he's still here. Dang. For someone who is on a secret mission, he doesn't seem to be very busy. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, not at all. Oh boy, looks like someone's already meeting here. Maybe that reporter? And here he is. I remember you, and I remember that I don't like you. Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be? Ah, sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. You? You're Justice? You? You know me? Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill the beans. End quote. That's not true. What's he writing? Are you a reporter by any chance? Woo! You're Trucy. Eh? Am I famous? Oh yeah. Trucy, right? Hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. Eek! That's so not true. Let's hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So, guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote. No! How many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him. Did you come here to interview the guard? Oh wee, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk, had to interview someone or go plumb crazy. End quote. Huh. Oh, she's there. I should have guessed. Where's my manners? Name's Brushel. Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes eyes. Writes. End quote. What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem madness. End quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. On his arm, too. He can't have that much room. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. We really gotta talk to you, don't we? So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer. You understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly. I knew you'd understand. What? Huh? That made no sense. So, the night of the murder, you were at your studio? Who, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record. Oh boy, please, someone end this. I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote. I can understand that philosophy, but you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly, see? It's the same thing. What is? None of what he's saying is making any sense whatsoever. I hate this. Get me out of here. So you went to do a story on Drew Misham. And he'd never had a story done about him before? That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Well, what? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place? Well, yes. Look, it's like... Oh, I've got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's going to tell me where he got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about. If think I may have actually understood that one. Not me. Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quote. Right, guess we'll leave then. But since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it. I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh? I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery. End quote, I believe it was. An oil painting? Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river. Oh? Not you. You're the copy. So this was stolen? Who stole it? Did Drew steal it? Or Drew's contact, I guess. Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach. Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers. End quote. Should I present the peach? Alright, let me go on the record here. Yes? I know what you're going to say. Russell, take this. Write brilliant column. End quote. I don't think so. Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing. And that's food. Try to understand. What could he possibly be writing? He didn't listen to a word I said. Oh, is she gone? Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. Oh, what's with that scary face you're making? And what's with the I know something but I'm not telling you face you got going, Emma? Oh, Emma. You know, I always feel bad for the cops in these games. They try to do their job, keep things under wraps, and yet as a defense we always end up encountering everything. This painting came from behind that dresser. Yes, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Mishem was a forger. A forger? Yeah. That makes sense. So what exactly is a forger? Well, basically it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So Drew Mishem was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all. Oh yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kinda like what he was drawing when he thought of no one was looking. True, that would be interesting, and maybe valuable for our case. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Oh my gosh, not again. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say. Maybe I should ask Emma to help us out. Oh, Emma. Ask her how exactly to be presented? Emma, about this painting from behind the dresser there. Yes. It's what you think. Drew Mishem was a forger. Forger? No. Maybe this one? I kinda wanted to see the rough sketch under this painting. and I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Oh, fine, fine, just this time though. Let's check it out! Oh boy. Alright. That's so cool. Alright, how do we do this again? There we go. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It's just so cool. Meep. I love how he puts in all this effort and then we take this little x-ray machine and we just uncover everything, like... Poor guy. Oop. I mean, I'm sure he was foraging for a reason, right? He wouldn't just do it for no reason. Because we heard that, his daughter was sickly, right? So it could be for her. Whoa. What the heck? What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like. I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Misham was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. Think we could check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? I don't think it's liking that so much as there's something suspicious about these sketches of his. I didn't really focus on the first sketch, and to be honest, so I'm not exactly sure what it is that I'm supposed to be looking at. I know there was something about it, but wait a second. Wait a second. Just coming to view. Could this be... Is that... No, it can't be. I was thinking the noodle stand, but no, right? Am I crazy? This one too. What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden. You think I could just look at the last one of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Wait, was the first one? I think from what I just saw in that second, it was like the stage from the Gavinier concert, right? Is this like the past cases that we just did? Hold on. Maybe I'm like on the completely wrong end of it, but hold on. No. Yeah. It's all the past cases. The past 3 cases. Okay, let's print this one out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But why? What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? Yeah. Cards, the noodle stand, and then the stage. Ah! There! Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borch Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then... the events that transpired during the Gaviniers' concert. What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Misham your father? Give me a break. Does that seem even remotely possible to you? I never even heard of Drew Misham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases, drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Misham, and what did he have to do with me? Maybe he really is his father. Oh boy. Oh, Emma. She's so funny. Alright, plot twist, I guess. What the heck? Guess we'll have to figure out more as we go. Alright. Exciting, exciting. And this is only the start. We haven't even even begun the trial yet, and I think we're supposed to be flashing back to what happened to Phoenix as well, and then Zachary Amir stuff. Yeah. As expected at the final case, we've got a lot ahead of us. Oh man. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one, where we start the trial. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you later.